motherfucking show, bitch.
When I tell you Armon Wiggins went in on his live last night, he had a 3-hour live last night and he was doing a review on Funky Dineva's interview with Carlos King. And I just knew he was going to snap because for Funky Dineva to tell Armon to grow up and what he's immature or whatever. It's like you don't tell a grown man that's in his mid-30s at that, to grow up or that they immature. Like, I knew that was going to cause some problems, especially with Armon, because he don't play. I'm a good fan of his and Funky's, and it's just like, okay, I know both of them. You don't play with certain words with this person, you don't play with certain words with that person. So I knew something was going to come down the pipeline. Well, except for y'all watching the whole 3 hours of the live, I just recorded some clips that I thought that was more interesting and was like more a little piping hot for me. So yeah, check these clips out from Armon Wiggins from his live last night going in on the whole TGIF situation.
Unhappy at TGIF. Because from the outside looking in, because we've known each other for almost 20 years,
I can't get into the point where you're talking about you wanted the show to be successful and all of that. And like, I just can't, because you made it seem like you gave me the law of the land, and you gave me the law of the land in regards to Claudia Jordan. You didn't give me the law of the land when in regards to Al Reynolds. You know that. You did not give me the law of the land in regards to that. You gave me the law of the land in regards to Claudia Jordan and you know, and how the company was pretty much going under. And I just can't take that you're sitting up here trying to make it seem like you're just giving this advice and you wanted us to win when you were literally going live at the same time, taking the viewers, and you use words mimic, like, and you just can't, you didn't want the show to survive because you wanted the people to say that, hey, the show didn't do well without you. And it's no tea, but let's just keep it a stack. You didn't actually end up calling me or reaching out to me in any capacity. Al ended up telling me that he was talking to you about Claudia and how she was sitting down on the show. I end up calling you and giving you the rundown and giving you the tea, and then we started talking. You never reached out to me the entire time. You never reached out to me when I was in the running for it. The only time we started talking is because Al had been talking to you about Claudia, and then you realized that Claudia didn't like me. You never really cared for me to be on the show. Like, let's not, like, don't sit up here and pretend like you gave a damn about me being on that show, girl, because you really didn't even care for me at all. You didn't call me because you thought I would be a good fit. We only got on the phone because Claudia was the ops. Let's be clear. Like, these girls get up here and they try to act cavalier. Like, girl, they've been, you know, trying to usher me in. These bitches, they never did me no favors. None of these girls ever did me no favors. And don't sit up here like you was genuinely doing me a favor. None of these bitches ever do me no favors. Know that. Nobody ever gave me no, you didn't genuinely call me for shit. Let's be clear on that.
I know when he had to do other stuff and couldn't be on, he would refer me, or sometimes they would ask him, like, you okay if Carlos do it? So I want y'all to know, like,
my thing is this. Somebody said you're focusing on the negative. You damn right. Because at the end of the day, you could have said all of this stuff to me over the phone. There was a point in time, we talked one time and never talked again. But yet you go and sit up on here. I don't care what nobody say. I should not wake up in the morning and see you have these opinions and learn new opinions that you have of me. Cordial, cool, whatever you want to call it. To me, at least give me the heads up that it's happening. At least call me. But you out here knowing, again, the brush that you're painting, this is hundreds of thousands of people. Now it's, oh, Armon, now you're painting this brush. Got many people thinking, oh, Armon is immature. He's abrasive. Is this? He needs to just grow up. I may have received that better if you would have called me like you say you would, because you called me when you was trying to be messy with Claudia. You called me to run down, or I called you, however we got on the phone. We got on the phone to run everything down about Foxhole, the gossip about that. But you couldn't call me for this grandfather growth talk that you giving Carlos King about me. Girl, y'all can buy into that bullshit. I don't buy that. Because if you really cared, you'd have called me. About the criticism, it's about where it came from and how I was on a public platform where I had no idea that it was coming out.
She was on your thing. The shit didn't have nothing to do with me. It was a lot of, just me being caught in between her shit, her and Al, whatever the fuck they had going on. And it just...
Oh, like me. So, like me. But you get to quit, and I don't get to feel away. You get to feel caught in between, but I don't get to feel caught in between. Okay. That's cool. Let's keep going.
It was dumb.
And walked away from 250. And that was the smartest thing you've ever did, right? And everybody but I didn't get to feel any kind of way. And there's no way I was caught in between anything. I was just immature. Oh, okay.
And so let me give you the every day, Monday through Thursday, 2 shows on Thursday. Then we log on. It's a shitstorm every damn day. It's something. It's a call here, an email this. This person said that.
And this is all before my immature ass got there. This is why I'm just like, well, girl, how do you go through all of this and act like you don't understand why I moved the way I did when you left $250,000 on the table? But you don't understand. But that's fine. In case you don't understand, I'm about to break it down to you at the end of this video, so everybody will get an understanding why I did what I did. Because Funky Dineva, he ain't lying. But what I'm trying to understand is everybody can justify him feeling some type of way and being caught in the middle and shit going down, but yet somehow when it came to me, I couldn't have felt any of this. I would just have to be immature and needed to grow up. That's that bullshit for me. But let's go. Let's keep listening.
That I'm guessing. I don't know.
That's the lie. Because you went and gave me the rundown of everybody that you couldn't trust, remember? But now you're sitting up here acting like you don't know the law of the land. This is what I'm trying to say. But you was giving me the scoop. So you knew something. You was telling me, don't trust this one, don't fool with that one. And it was everybody but Al. So you do know something. So why are you not keeping it a stock? What was the issue? Al was the problem. And you don't want to admit that Al was the problem. Because that's your Kiki girlfriend. And you're sitting up here going in and out of it when instead of just saying Al was messy. You don't want to say that. So you're going to play like you don't know. But girl, you do know.
I don't know what was going on after I left. When
you don't know nothing that was going on about after you left, but yeah, you know little things about me, even in regards to Fox Soul, where you feel like I need to grow up and there's some maturing. Girl, which one is it? Either you know what happened when you left or you didn't. How is it that you know little things when it come to me, but when the question come to Al, you don't know what happened when you left? See, this is what I'm talking about. You knew about little things in regards to the show when it came to me and me needing to grow up. But now you don't know much in regards to Al's demeanor and how he was during the show. Yet this man called you going off after the roast, which it flew over a lot of people's head, which I don't understand how that happened. If y'all sound like that was a familiar conversation. That wasn't a girl, I haven't talked to you in months. Let me just give you the tea. That gave you, girl, I've been talking to you this entire time. We've been on the phone gossiping about the show, about Claudia, Armon, Joyce, Justin, and everything that's going on. And you've been running, and Al's been running back to you every day at the end of the show. Y'all been talking shit. Like the fans may not get it, but I picked up on it as soon as he flew over there and called you. So you pretending like you don't know how his demeanor was. You know damn well how his demeanor was. You caught it when he called you on air. He's been calling you every day after the show. That's why he felt so comfortable to fly over there and call you on live and say, tell me I don't have a reason. Tell me I don't have a reason. Go watch TGIF right now. Well, girl, that wasn't out of the blue. That was a pickup conversation. Y'all been kikiing it up. So you're not going to sit up here and play with me. I don't care what these people say in the comments. Y'all been running it down. Y'all been gossiping. You and Al. Let's be very clear on that.
I was there. Me personally, I don't think that Al is a diva. And he didn't exemplify diva qualities when we were there. Honestly and truthfully, when I was there, Al was the most insecure of the three of us, you know.
So he's not a diva, just insecure. So it's probably hard for you to see what I went through. I'm glad you said it. He was very insecure. Now we finally got some truth there. That is the truth.
You know what I'm saying? And he was always like, kind of like worried. You know what I'm saying? Like worried that he wasn't doing good, or
exactly
worried that people didn't like him, or, you know, he always had to have his notes and stuff. And he always kind of felt, you know, a little inferior to Claudia and I, because he was like, you know, you guys are more experienced than this, you know. I did not experience any diva-like behavior when it came from Al. Like I said, after I left, I don't know what happened. And I can't speak about anybody else's relationship and experience. I have not.
You can't speak about shit in regards to them, but you can speak about my maturity level. But you don't. How do you? If you don't know what's going on, then what do you know? How do you know How do you know if I was handling it maturely or not? What do you know what's mature for me or not? What do I need to grow up for? What is it that you heard in regards to Fox Soul that you said earlier that you just feel I need to grow up? Why? Why did you say that statement? If you don't know shit that's going on, why are you talking about me?
I'm like, well, I was already making whatever it is I was making. And then things got a little messy. I'm not going to lie. I started doing my show at 8 o'clock at the same time as theirs to be messy, bitch.
Was that mature? You get to be messy. You get to walk. You get to be frustrated. You get to demand more. You get to be a diva. And you get to sit and cross your legs and talk about it. And we supposed to be like, show right, funky. You the only one that get to do it because you think, because you'll say I did it. Bitch, who are you? Girl, please.
I was saying, keep all the money. And that's essentially what I did.
Okay. When you saw Armon's roast to Al, what was your first thought?
A battery was put in his back.
A battery was put in his back. A battery was put in his back. From who? From who? From who, bitch? Who? You? The one who gave me all the tea? You? Grandfather mentor with the legs crossed? You? Because up until this point, you was telling me everything. Who put the battery? You? Al? Claudia? Y'all, he didn't say nothing bad. Girl, a battery was put in my back. If you really want to know, you really fuck with me, you would have called me. Y'all believe that bullshit on the comments. Here we are.
When you saw Armon's roast to Al, what was your first thought?
A battery was put in his back.
A battery was put in his back. A battery was put in his back. From who? From who? From who, bitch? Who? You? The one who gave me all the tea? You? Grandfather mentor with the legs crossed? You? Because up until this point, you was telling me everything. Who put the battery? You? Claudia? Y'all, he didn't say nothing bad. Girl, a battery was put in my back. If you really want to know, you really fuck with me, you would have called me. Y'all believe that bullshit on the comments. Here we are. Let's cook. A battery was put in my, and I'm gonna show you the battery that was put in my back. I got you, don't worry. But what I'm telling you is, you just jump out and put out and say a battery was put in my back? Nigga, what? Who you, like, don't play with me. Who, by you? By you? You was the one giving me, remember, you tried it. Remember, according to you called me and told me not to, well, her, him, this before I got the job. So you was planting your battery and you was supposed to be outside of the show. A battery was put in my back. Was it your battery or was it theirs? Who battery was it? Oh, see, but I'm learning it's only okay when she operating the batteries. Then that's when it's justified.
He had not even been there long enough to experience or even know what the fuck he was talking about.
No, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch. Don't tell me what the fuck I'm talking about. Just because you loud black don't mean that you right. Just
With
because
over
you
8
sitting up
million
there,
beats from
so
all
now
regions
we're gonna
and
cook.
genres. There's
Bitch, these girls have gassed you up because you came in wearing these wigs and this fucking lipstick. You let them gas you up. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm talking about everything you was just talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about because half the shit you was telling me, bitch. So don't tell me what the fuck I knew what I was talking about. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Be very clear, ho. Tell me what the fuck I know I'm talking about, bitch. You know what the fuck you talking about.
Present as
Just because you sit up there and motherfucking cross your legs with a fucking wig on, bitch, every day and blowing your goddamn nose, bitch, and you got followers, don't you're not gonna come over here and tell me what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck how many people you got. How many people say they love you, bitch? I know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're not gonna discount it. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Excuse me. I done tapped the damn thing. Cause now
based on what we heard out of his own mouth. When it comes to
Got lost in the sauce. It did the fuck he was talking about. Okay. And it's just the things that were coming out of his mouth had trappings of somebody gave him this information.
Who gave me information? Bitch, what information did I need to know? It wasn't you, or was it you? Who was it? Al's a liar? He's a manipulator? Joyce is a liar? Who needed to tell me that Al was going around telling people that I went on dates with the producers? How long did I need to be there for that? How long did I need to be there to know that Al was saying that me and my nigga was fucking the producers? And you know he said that. I know you know. Why you sitting your ass up there cross-eyed, cross-legged and shit. Bitch, don't play with me. You know your friend was fucking messy. You know it. And I know for a fact you know some of the shit that he was saying about me because he said it to you. Bitch, don't tell me what I know and what I don't know. I'm very articulate, I'm very coherent, and I'm very motherfucking sharp and clever, bitch. Don't let these girls in your comments gas you up. Bitch, I'm far from a dummy. I don't need you, Claudia, or Al to pump me for a motherfucking thing. I seen everybody.
Simply had not.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that. Girl, shut the fuck up. You sound stupid as hell.
I laid out for Armon everything he needed to do to be.
Did you lay it out for me, or did I not pick up the battery that you gave me and put in my fucking back? So now I'm immature. I'm only immature because I didn't drag Claudia. Because let's talk about the battery. The battery was get Claudia's ass out of here and continue to make that bitch uncomfortable. And when I didn't do that, then I became immature because then it was me and Claudia were cool. Then I stopped hearing from him. Then Al started acting funny. Let's be very clear. Y'all didn't want me to like Claudia. When I started fucking with Claudia, then I became immature. Let's just call a thing a thing. That's what the battery is, right? The problem is I didn't take your battery and run and terrorize Claudia alongside Al. That's what you wanted me to do. But no, I sat back and I seen it for myself and I realized, whoa, this motherfucker's a weirdo. He's a hater. Gotta watch that motherfucker. You didn't warn me about him. You tried to warn me about Claudia, but you didn't warn me about the insecure asshole that was gonna try to get me fired and put all the damn rumors out against me. But you didn't do that because you didn't give a fuck about me either, because you felt like they were trying to replace me with you with me, or what, me with you, or you with me, or whatever the case may be. You thought they were trying to replace you with me, and you wanted to show them that I couldn't be you. How dare they try to go get them a loud, black, flamboyant, gay boy to try to be the next Funky Dynamic. I'm going to show them. I'm going to go live at their time, and girl, I don't give a fuck about him. That's what it was. You never cared for me. Let's be very clear on that. You didn't. I didn't pick up your battery pack. So now I'm immature and everything I did was gross, but it was all good when you felt the same shit that I felt at that show. It's okay when you're messy. It's okay when Al's messy. You didn't see any of the shit that Al does. You heard none of the shit that Al does. You didn't think there was anything wrong with Al being on live air, crashing out, but yet you've seen all these things that I've done. I can't respect that. Because if you're going to give it an opinion, give it across the board. But you only see the shit that I done when you know everything that's going on there because you've been gossiping with Al. Bitch, you're trash. And I don't have no respect for you.
Successful at that show, and in my opinion, he don't want you there. There are people.
Nobody wanted me there. Claudia didn't want me there. Claudia did not want me there. She didn't, and we're gonna get into it.
Who are going out of their way to not have you here. Told them who the people were and everything, and then I told him everything he needed to do to be successful there. And you went up there and drank the.
But you didn't tell me that Al was a hater. You did not tell me that Al was wrapped up under Joyce. You did not tell me that Al was a master manipulator.
The Kool-Aid and got.
Now, I drank the Kool-Aid.
Lost in the sauce. It did the complete opposite. And if I'm being honest, was a major contributing factor as far as I can see as to why the shit got canceled.
And y'all think I'm supposed to, I'm a major contributing factor as to why the show got canceled, as from what he can see. None of this, which he knows, but you're going to choose to say this shit. Girl, get out my comments with this bullshit. Girl, she's trash. I'm done with her. Girl, I was a major contributing. No, I was not. I was not. I was not. And you know that I was not. Let me tell you something. This show, when I did that roast, we were coming back that Monday. The problem is, we had made not Al, several, bitch. Why you think you know what you're talking about, ho? Several of the staff made an HR complaint weeks prior against Al and Joyce. Because Al was doing shit like threatening to throw the show, not coming on time, being babied by Joyce, pouting around, spreading rumors, making it a horrible workplace for everybody. So HR got involved and did an investigation. By the time the roast happened, we were still under investigation, bitch. What are you talking about? We did a whole HR complaint against Al because Al put out allegations and rumors on me. Joyce did nothing about it. And I said, before I crash out, something needs to happen. Some more people went to HR. HR went on and started doing an investigation. The girl went to, she was on break. We were actually supposed to come back and do the whole thing, but they deemed the show with so much dysfunction even before the roast that they decided to go on a hiatus. We went on hiatus because of the roast and Al complained. It was the roast in Lunel which took us on hiatus because Al had got upset. But we were already under HR investigation. We were supposed to fly to Houston to have a sit-down meeting because Joyce would not control Al. You knew the show wasn't coming back. You told me. You told me we're never getting off of Zoom. They fire standards and practices. Standards and practices is what makes sure that's the legalese. That's like the lawyers and shit. Once they get rid of the standards and practices, that's not a good sign. They got rid of standards and practices my first week. You knew the show was going down. So don't play up here like I didn't do something right. And I'm gonna give it to you.
And the energy of three people who have to get along, a mature person would have never done that. They simply would not have done that. You can't tear up the chemistry. There was no bouncing back from what was said to Al in that roast.
And not that you're speaking for Al. We all heard when he called you baby. And the reason why, again, guys, you guys have proof he's not messy. A messy bitch would have made sure that I got the exclusive. Al is on. I keep telling him I'm live, and he keeps talking. You literally said, stop. I'm live. I will call you back. Obviously, he was upset based on what we heard out of his own mouth.
Yeah.
When you learned that it was officially canceled, what was the first thought that went through? Like, was it a thought of sadness or I told you so, bitch? Or
listen, I'm human. I'm human. I have natural emotions. Vindicated.
That's all you wanted, bitch. Like, stop. You was happy that it didn't work. You're a weirdo. And I don't give a fuck.
You know, my first response was, had them hoes gave me my $250, the shit wouldn't have been canceled. I'm just keeping it real. I had them hoes,
So it's okay for you to be messy and petty and childish. It's okay for you. Bitch, shut your ass up, ho. You a stupid
hoes
bitch.
gave me my $250.
Woo, child, I'm telling you, you're going to have to watch that 3-hour live because he spilled some tea. He spilled some tea about Claudia, her Karenness, and emails and inboxes and screenshots of everything of how Al was acting. Like, Al is very sneaky. I'm starting to look at him very, very different now. Seeing all them receipts, like, he sold me. He sold me. He cried. He showed everything. Now that I had watched that live, how I think the show had tanked and went down is because of Al and his messiness and his cattiness and it's jealousy, pure jealousy. Al was jealous, point blank, period. He wanted the show for himself. He didn't want nobody to outshine him. And that's just what it was. Like I said, y'all go back and watch that 3-hour live. This is the clips that stood out to me. And yes, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Bye.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not